Hey, welcome everybody. This is CP Cards and Dice, and we are here to play. I can't remember. I think this is Game 5 of 1987 season. This is April 12th. It's a game between the Braves and the Mets. It's going to be O'Neill on the mound for the Braves. Randy O'Neill, and he will be facing the Mets' Bobby Ojeda. And this is the Ojeda lefty, and O'Neill is a righty. This is the third game of a 3-game series. We're about to get started. This is part of the giveaway. The giveaway replay that I do, trying to give away a 1992 baseball season with extra players. And we're right about to get started here. We're using the trusty old yellow plastic cup for APBA. It's a must. And we're ready to get started. It's going to be Dion James leading it off. Batting second is Ramirez. Gary Renicky in left field, batting third. Murphy in right field, batting cleanup. Simmons batting fifth, the first baseman. Batting sixth is Thomas, the shortstop. Benedict, the catcher, batting seventh. Batting eighth is Hubbard. And then ninth is the pitcher. And here goes. Play ball, 36. And that's going to be popped up to the third baseman. Ojo, he's there, one away. $31 and 9. Ojeda is a C, so that's going to be flight out to center. And a 52 is going to be a ground ball to Hojo. Fires to first, 3 up, 3 down. Go to the bottom half of the first inning. Lenny Dykstra's leading it off. That's a 66, so that's a ball that's hit pretty well, and that's going to go in for a double. So Dykstra leads off the game with a 2-bagger. He's at second base, nobody out. Wally Backman, 23. That's a 29. That's going to be a comebacker to the pitcher, and I think the runner at second is going to hold. Fielding, both teams are fielding 2. Actually, no, the 29 becomes a ground ball to first base. So that's going to move the runner to third. It's going to be 3-1. And a runner on third now for Keith Hernandez. Here's the pitch. It's a base on ball, so Hernandez shows his patience and walks. Creates a first and third situation for Gary the Kid Carter. And that's going to be a fly ball to left field. Interesting, because on this card, you got 23s at 30 and 24s at 30. Both represent a fly ball to left. You got first and third now. Fly ball to left. In left field, you have a 2 in Renicky. And that's going to be a sacrifice fly. S out at home, but Dykstra is definitely not an S. So it's going to be a sacrifice fly. Throw home is not nearly in time. So RBI for Gary Carter, and Hernandez is still at first base with 2 outs. Darryl Strawberry. Darryl Strawberry's hit a home run in each of the 4 games we've played so far. 16 with a runner on at first, and the center fielder is a 2. And that's a fly ball center field, and James makes the catch, gets to it. That's going to retire the side. The Mets pick up 1 run on 1 hit. They lead 1-0. Now, Mets had quite a offense in 1987. Their defenses, their pitching is what let them down. They had some injuries, they had some rehab stints, they had a whole bunch of things going on, and we had some guys underperform as well. And that's really what was the big difference between '86 when the Mets won it all and '87 when they won 92 games. It's going to be Dale Murphy, the Heat. That's his nickname. I like the APBA sets. They come with nicknames. And the high Heat gets Murphy. Ted Simmons, 42, and that's a base on balls. Simmons walks. So he's on at first. He's slow. So he'll be going station to station. 23, that's a ground ball to the second baseman. Flips to short, back to first. Not in time. It's a fielder's choice. 4-6. That's out number 2. So Thomas is on. That's a 35. That's going to be ball 2 because Ojida's a Z. And that's going to be lifted to shallow left. Right there is McReynolds. He makes the catch, and that retires the side. The Braves won, and after 1.5, it's 1-0 Mets. Kevin McReynolds leads it off here in the bottom of the second. It's going to be a line drive base hit center field, so McReynolds is on at first. Who's up? It's Hojo, 44. That's going to be a single, and that's going to send McReynolds to third. So you're going to have first and third. Nobody out here in the bottom of the second. Next up is Rafael Santana, the shortstop, with runners on first and third. Here's the pitch. It's a 28. The shortstop is a 7, so that's not very good. First and third, 28. It's going to be a infield is back, so it's going to be a ground ball. It's going to be a fielder's choice. It's going to allow a run to score. It's going to be an RBI for Santana. A 6-4. So Santana's on at first. Bobby Ojeda is going to bat. I'm not even going to bunt with him at this point. 25, and that's a base on balls. O'Neill does not have a Z. So that's a walk to Ojeda. He walks the pitcher, which is not a good sign. And now it's Lenny Dykstra. Dykstra in the first inning led off the game with a double. It's 2-0 Mets. There's one out in the bottom of the second. Runners on first and second. Here's the pitch to Dykstra. It's a 35. That's a 9. That's a ground ball to shortstop. And the throw to first, not in time. And that's an infield hit. Scorer gives Dykstra an infield hit. He's 2 for 2. Bases are loaded. All right, so Wally Backman with one out and bases are loaded. And now it's going to be, and we're still playing the infield back. Actually, we'll play the corners in and the infield and the middle infielders halfway for the double play. That's a 44. That's going to be a line drive base hit to left field. And Backman goes to the opposite field, batting left. He's a switch hitter. And that's going to get one run in. Santana scores. Ojeda is going to score as well. Going to third is Wally Dykstra. And we got first and third. It's a 2-run single by Wally Backman. Comes up huge, and it's 4-0 now. Mets in the bottom of the second. Keith Hernandez. Oh, that's going to be snake eyes. It's going to be some more runs for the Mets. And 35, that's a deep drive to right field. Back goes the right fielder, Murphy, to the track, to the wall. It's out of here. 3-run shot. Mets have broken it open here in the bottom of the second. They lead it by a score of 7. It's a 3-run home run by Keith Hernandez. It's his second of the year. It's going to be Gary Carter coming up. 6 runs here in the bottom of the second. Let's see a pitching change. Aschenmacher's coming in. He's a DY. For this first batter, he'll be a C. Gary Carter, nobody on. 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. Mets lead it 7-0. Fly ball, right field. Right there's Murphy for out number 2. So Carter flies out. Now it's Strawberry. Strawberry flied out to center in his first at bat, 56. That is going to be a strikeout. So Strawberry strikes out, and that'll end the inning. Not before the Mets come up with 6 huge runs on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. And the Mets lead at 7-0, go to the top of the 3rd. '61 to Hubbard, big ground ball to the to the first baseman, over to the pitcher, 1 away. And now we're going to let Aschenmacher bat. We didn't pull a double switch. It was too early. We're not going to bring in the pinch hitter. That's a strikeout. And that's strikeout number 2 for Ojeda. Two out now, top of the 3rd. James, 34, that's flied to center. Right there is Dykstra. That retires aside. 3 up, 3 down. O'Neill's out. Kevin McReynolds now leading it off. Grounds to second. For the out, Johnson. And that's fly to left. Right there is Renicky, who makes the catch. And Santana. Santana hit into a fielder's choice and scored a run earlier. And he flies to right, shallow right. And that's Murphy there, 3 up, 3 down. We go to the top of the 4th. It's going to be Ramirez, Renicky, and Murphy in the top of the 4th inning. 44, that's going to be a line drive base hit for Ramirez. He's on at first. First hit of the game against Ojeda. 51, that's going to be a ball 2. And again, that's ball 4. So Renicky manages a walk. First and second, nobody out. Top of the 4th, it's 7-0 Mets. At a 6-run second inning. That's a fly ball to right field. Right there, Strawberry, 1 away. So Murphy flies out. Next is Simmons, Ted Simmons, 42. That's ball 2. That's a 32. That's a ground ball, second base. Backman flips it to the shortstop. No throw to first. It's going to be a fielder's choice. So it's 1st and 3rd now. Simmons on at first, and Ramirez on at 3rd with 2 out. In the top of the 4th, Mets lead at 7-0. Here's Thomas. That's Snake Eyes. It's going to be a couple of runs at least, and it's going to be a line drive base hit. That scores Ramirez over to 3rd. Actually, Simmons as an S, he's going to stop at second base, especially being this many runs down. So it's 7-1 now. 1st and 2nd, and it's Bruce Benedict. That's ball 2 again. And the 21 is a fly ball, shallow left field. Back goes Hojo. In comes McReynolds. McReynolds calls him off, makes the catch. And that's going to be 1 run here on 2 hits. RBI single by Thomas. And we go to bottom of the 4th. It's 7-1 Mets. Bobby Ojeda leading it off. That's a 66. That's a deep drive to right field. Back goes Murphy to the track, to the wall. It's out of here. Bobby Ojeda connects for a 4-bagger. And I know that Aschenmacher wishes he had that pitch back. A little bit shameful. Oh, wait a second. Wait, it's foul ball. It's called a foul ball. Oh, my goodness gracious. It's called a foul ball. And it seems they're going to give Ojeda, it's an 8. It looked like a 1 to me. Can't see very well. And it's going to be a single for Ojeda. The home run gets turned into a single. So Ojeda's on at first base with a single. Bottom of the 4th, that's a strikeout. Dykstra strikes out on the high heat by Ashenmacher. Backman, who has a big 2-run single. And of 27, that's going to be a fielder's choice, 5-4. So Backman is on at first. Let me double check that with a run around first at 27. Yeah. And it's Keith Hernandez. He has a 3-run home run. That's going to be a ground ball and through into right field for a single. Stopping at second is Backman. First and second, 2 outs. It's Gary the Kid Carter. He's got a sacrifice fly. That's going to be a line drive base hit to left field. Played in on a hop is Renicky. Around to score is Backman. And Hernandez is going to go to third. First and third, RBI single. It's a second RBI for Carter. 8-1. Strawberry. And that's a 40 with runners on first and third. Don't know what that is by heart. I got to look at the book. First and third of 40 is going to be a runner out at home. 2-4. What? Other second. Double steal fails. Otherwise, it's just 2-4. There goes the runner. There goes Carter. And the throw down, he's out at second base. There's a caught stealing. But the Mets pick up 1 run on 1, 2, 3 hits. They lead it 8-1 now. It's going to be Hubbard leading it off. 36. That's going to be a base on balls. We get a pinch hitter. Ken Griffey is going to pinch hit, and then we're going to get a new pitcher. Ed Olwine again. So Hubbard's out. 1 out here in the top of the 5th. Ken Griffey is going to pinch hit for Ashenmacher. He went 2 2/3. 2.2. We're going to have Olwine. And he's going to go there. And here we got Griffey pinch hitting. Here's the pitch to Griffey, 26. That's a strikeout. Ashenmacher's out of there. Olwine's going to be a Z, a DZ. And it's James with 1 out here in the top of the 5th inning. 13, that's going to be ball 2. 52, and we have a 3 there. That's going to be a 5-3. Runner advances to second base. And Ramirez now is up. Ramirez playing third. Normally a shortstop, but it's playing third. His name is Rafael Ramirez. Here's the pitch, 54. That's flied out right field. A couple of steps to his right is Strawberry. He's right there, makes the catch, and that retires the side. Braves lead 1, score none. At the end of 4.5, it's 8-1 Mets. Darryl Strawberry. Oh, that's a deep drive. That's a no-doubter. That's out of here. Upper decker for Strawberry. He connects 9-1. He's hit a home run in each of the 5 games that we've played in the 87 season. That must be a 460-foot shot at least. McReynolds now, 25. That's line base hit. They're roughing up here Olwine, who came in the bottom of the 5th. Johnson now. That's going to be a ground ball to third, to second, back to first, not in time. 5-4 fielder's choice. So Hojo is on at first. Santana 0 for 2. 53 at 20. That may be an error here. Let's see what happens. Ground ball, second base. Runner on. Second baseman is a what? Is an 8. We'll see what happens here. A 20. That's going to be a ball that he feels. It's going to be 4-3. Runner advances. 2 out. And Ojeda up 23. It's a fly ball to left. And that's out number 3. Mets pick up a run on 2 hits. Be home run by Darryl Strawberry. And they lead it 9-1 here in the top of the 6th inning. Gary Renicky leading it off. And that's fly deep to right field. Back goes Strawberry to the track, but he's there. Makes the catch. Renicky went the opposite field with that. Gave it a ride, but just not enough there. Murphy now lines it. Base hit. He's on at first with a single. Simmons, 33. That's going to take us to the second column. And that's a deep drive. Back goes he's batting righty. Back goes the left fielder, McReynolds, to the track, and that's out of here. 2-run shot, 9-3. Simmons gets a hold of one, and Ojeda wishes he had that pitch back. Thomas is up. Andrew Thomas. Andy Thomas, 22. That's line base hit. 3 hits in a row here. There's some movement in the Mets bullpen now. 9-3 Mets. Benedict, that's ball 2. 62, that's going to be a ground ball to third base, over to first. Runner advances. That's out number 2. And Hubbard now. Glenn Hubbard steps in the box. Here's the pitch from Ojeda. And he strikes out. Curveball gets him. Out number 3. But not before the Braves pick up 2 runs on 3 hits. And it's 9-3 Mets going to the bottom of the 6th. It's going to be Dykstra leading it off. Dykstra's 2 for 3. He's doubled, singled, scored twice, and struck out. Here's the pitch to Dykstra. And that's going to be a line drive, base hit to right field. And Bachman is up. Here's the pitch. It's low outside. There goes Dykstra. Throw down, not in time, so Dykstra steals second. 36, that's a base on balls to Bachman. First and second. Hernandez is 2 for 2. He's got a 3-run home run and a single. He also walked in the first. Oh, that's going to be a 29. What is that going to become with runners on first and third? That's a good question. First and second. 29 is going to be a double play. 1-6-6-3, so it's a comebacker to Olwine, who turns and fires to the shortstop. Thomas back to Simmons. It's a 1-6-3. And going to third is Dykstra. 2 out. And it's Gary Carter, the kid. And he lifts one to shallow right. Right there is Murphy. Makes the catch. That retires the side. Mets leave 1, score none. And at the end of 6 complete, it's 9-3 Mets. The pitcher's up. Going to get another pinch hitter here. Hopefully it's her last pinch hitter. Let's see what we got. They're going to need another pitcher as well. Garber's going to carry Oberkfell. Going to get Oberkfell to pinch hit. And he's out. Garber's going to be in. And that's a line drive base hit for Oberkfell. Pinch hit, single. And Garber's going to be a B. He's a BZ. And he's going to come in here. And that means that Olwine went two innings, gave up three hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, 1 home run, walked 1, struck out none. All right. So Oberfell is on with a leadoff single. And that's going to be Deion James, who's 0 for 3 today, 62. That's ball 2. 65, that's popped up behind the plate. Foul ground. Carter throws his mask away, makes the catch. Ramirez now. That's line to center field, but right there is Dykstra for out number 2. And it's Renicky now with 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. 24, that's fly to left for out number 3. Braves lead 1, score none. And we go to the bottom of the 7th. It's 9-3 Mets. Strawberry leading off, 61 to 40. That's foul back. 53. That's going to be nobody on. The 16 with nobody on. Let's look at that. I'm not sure if that's an out or that's a single. It's a single to center. Ball drops right in front of the center fielder. Took a step back. Misjudged it a little bit there. Nine to 3 Mets here in the bottom of the 7th. I have a question. What is the question? What question am I asking? How many wins did the Mets have in 1987? How many wins did the Mets have in 1987? McReynolds. And that's a 45. It's going to be a ball 2. And that's going to be he's a B, so that's going to be a ground ball to the run around first. He's a B, and that's an 8, so that's going to be an out. It's going to be a ground ball to third. Hojo. Actually, no, the third baseman is Ramirez over to first. Moving to second is Strawberry. So McReynolds is 2 for 4 today. It's going to be Johnson. Johnson is 1 for 3. Oh, and that's going to be a 20. That's going to be an E4. I'm pretty sure, but we're not. Oh, no, actually, no. Because he's an 8. So that's going to be a ground ball that he gets to. Ground ball up the middle. But the second baseman, Hubbard, shows his range. And that moves Strawberry to third. 2 outs. And Santana, 23. And that's the ground ball to second. Hubbard again. And that retires the side. The Mets lead 1, score none. Go to the top of the 8th. So send the answer to that question, how many wins did the Mets have in 1987, to Combat Painter at Yahoo. And get yourself, hey there, Danny Rogers, brother. How you doing? I finally looked at the screen. I'm always in my own world. Yeah, get that answer in there and the answer to all the other games. Now I'm kind of this kind of went really fast for whatever reason. APBA plays really fast, and I've been able to get a game in most every day. I was thinking of extending it 3 more days just to get a few more people in. I know I said 5 games, but I'm having so much fun playing 87. I want to maybe do 3 more games, and plus I haven't been on Facebook at all, so I haven't gone to the forums to let people know I'm doing this. So that'll give people a little bit more time to find out and participate and perhaps win it. But I don't want to disappoint anybody. I don't want to promise one thing and then do another. But I was thinking of playing 1 more series, and then, of course, having the drawing with all the names, collecting all the names and all that. Because the 5-game series seems to have gone so fast on me. All right, so we are in the top of the 8th inning. It's going to be Murphy leading it off. 36. That's going to be a ball 2. Oh, we've had a lot of those. That's a fly ball lifted to right. Strawberry there, 1 away. Simmons, 36. That's base on balls. think I may have screwed up on Murphy there. I think that was a walk. I can't remember. Doesn't matter. 26. That's fly ball to right. Murphy. I'm sorry. Right is Strawberry. I don't know why I said that. All right, let me focus again. A fly ball to right, Strawberry. Another fly ball to right, Strawberry. Runner on first on the walk. Simmons walked. That was Thomas flying out. And now we have Benedict. That's a 25. That's going to be a 38. Now, that's going to be a stolen base, but Simmons is not stealing. So that's going to be like a ball. 65. That's popped up. It's behind the plate. The kid is there. Makes the catch. And the Braves leave one, score none. And at the end of 7.5, it's 9-3 Mets. Bobby Ojita's leading it off. Now we're going to bring in a pinch hitter, and we're going to bring in, you know what? We're going to get Clint Hurdle. Clint Hurdle to pinch hit. He actually played in this game and pinch hit, so we're kind of following the actual lineups. 42, that's going to be a fly ball to right. F9, right there is Murphy. One away. So Ojita's going to be out. Ojita's going to be out, and we're going to get Randy Myers to come in. No, we're not going to get Randy Myers. We're going to get somebody else. Let me get somebody like Jesse Orozco. Get Orozco. Orozco's going to come in the top of the 9th inning. Orozco is a DXYZ. DXYZ. So we're going to put him there. Dykstra's up. One out. Bottom of the 8th. 9-3 Mets. 22, and that's going to be a second column. You've got a 0-22. 61, that's going to be a ball that's driven, and it's going to be one hop off the wall. Dykstra's going to round first and into second base with his second double of the game. That's going to be his 4th hit. Wow, Lenny showing off his hitting chops. Bachman, and that's lined base hit. That's going to score Dykstra 10-3. RBI single. 10-3. Should we be stealing 10-3? It says stolen base for Bachman, but I'm not going to let him go at this point. Don't want to infuriate the opposing team. Hernandez, 24. That's a fly ball to left field for out number 2. And Gary Carter. Carter is 1 for 3 with 2 RBI. 63. That's lifted to left field. Right there is Renicky, makes the catch, and that retires the side. But the Mets pick up their 10th run of the game on 1-2 hits, and Bachman picks up his 3rd RBI of the game. He ends up being 2 for 4. Go top of the 9th. Orozco is there for the Mets. He's going to be facing Hubbard, probably a pinch hitter. Definitely a pinch hitter. Here's the pitch to Hubbard, 66. That's going to be second column. See what that becomes. 65, that's ground ball and through into left field for a single. So Hubbard is on with a single, leadoff single off of Orozco. Garver is up, but Garver's going to get pulled. Garver did a decent job, went 2 innings. Gave up 1, 2, 3 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run. Walks, none. No strikeouts either. No home runs. All right, so we have to get, let's see what we got to get here. We have to get a pinch hitter. I'm going to bring in Virgil to pinch hit. Ozzie Virgil, pinch hitter. Here's the pitch, Virgil, 55. Orozco's a D, so that's going to be a single. Runner's not going to advance. It's going to just stop at second base, being 7 runs down, 10-3 the score. So both hitters in the top of the 9th managed singles off of Orozco, and it's James, 22, and that's going to be second column, 64. That's going to be a double off the wall. That's going to score Hubbard. We're going to stop. We're going to stop Virgil at third, second and third now. 10-4. Nobody out, second and third. Here's Ramirez, 46. That's a fly ball to left. Let me see if that's going to be a left is McReynolds. I doubt that's going to be a sacrifice fly just because he has a really good rating as an outfielder. Second and third. He's a one, fielding one as an outfielder. That's going to be, it's going to be a sacrifice fly. So coming deep enough. So that's a sac fly to 7, RBI, 10-5 now, with 1 out though. And it's Renicky, 63, and that's going to be a fly to left. Right there is McReynolds. And with 2 out, Murphy, 62, and that's a strikeout. High heat gets them. Ball game's over. The Braves pick up 2 runs on RBI there on 3 hits. And the final score is going to be Mets 10 and the Braves 5. And let's see how many hits. Aschenmacher came in, gave up 3 hits, and gave up 1 run, 1 earned run. Base on balls, strikeout, 2 strikeouts, no walks. No home runs. And O'Neill had a tough time. He went 1 1/3, 1.1. Gave up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits. And runs, 7 runs. Wow. He was pummeled. 1 walk, 2 walks, no strikeouts. And a big 3-run homer by Keith Hernandez. So he gave up 1 home run. So the Mets in total had 15 hits. And the Braves, Ojeda went 8. He's going to get the win. This is, I believe, I think he's 1-1 now. I think he lost the first game of the season. But how many hits? 1 hit, 2 hit, 3 hits, 4 hits, 5, 6. Bobby Ojeda pitches 8, gives up 6 hits, and gave up 3 runs, 3 earned runs, I believe. Yeah. Walks, 1 strikeout, 2 strikeouts, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts, 4 strikeouts. Still only 1 walk, 2 walks. 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. And he gave up 1 home run, the 2-run shot by Simmons. Orozco comes in the 9th, pitches 1 inning. Gives up 3 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, none, struck out 1. No home runs. So Ojeda gets the win. The loss is going to go to O'Neill, who was pummeled in that 2nd inning. And the Braves had 9 hits. Braves had 9 hits. Mets had 15 hits. Final score is Mets 10, Braves 5. The question was how many wins did the Mets have in 87. And that's it. Now I'm not sure. Let me take a quick peek and find out who the Mets are playing next. Oh, guys, Texas fan, how you doing, Annie? Mets finished 3 back in 87 behind the Cards. Yes, don't remind me, Red Sox fan. Don't do that. That was very painful. All right. Let's see here. I'm going to check and see who the next series is. I'm going to play 3 more games, I believe. Let me see. Mets 87 schedule. Mets 87. Let's find out who they're playing. They're playing the Phillies. 3 games at Philly, the 14th, the 15th, and the 16th. The Philadelphia Phillies, what do they look like? Let me see if I can track them down. The Phillies, there they are. Oh, and I have to find the I found the extra players somewhere on one of my shelves. So I got to put them in there. This is what they look like. Old school, man. This is going down to old school. Remember this stuff? Yeah. Gotta find the Phillies here somewhere. I got the Phillies somewhere. Where are they? Oh, there they are. Phillies. So who do the Phillies have by 87? They don't have those super teams of the early 80s anymore, late 70s. So I think they're just going to be an average team. Thank God. I don't want the Mets facing. I don't think they were very good. Let's see. Oh, they've never been played with. Look at this set. This set's never been played with. Dalton, Gross. Two Gross. Hayes, Von Hayes. Buck Jackson, James, CJ James, Donnie James, Jeltz, Lance Parrish. Wow. Ruffin is, what is that? A deep pitcher. Sammy Samuel. Oh, Mike Schmidt. They still have Mike Schmidt. Look, he's got a 1 at 66 and a 1 at 11. This is 1987. This guy's a monster. Holy moly. Kenta Colby is a B. Milt Thompson. I don't know. It doesn't sound like they have a very good team. Gonna have to be careful with that Mike Schmidt character. Wow. Yeah. Look at that. The Red Sox. How about the Phillies, man? How did the Phillies? They don't look very good. They don't look very good. There we go. Took care of that business. Let's find out who starts, who the starters are for the next game at Philadelphia. Ron Darling gets his first win against Ruffing. All right. Darling against Ruffing. Let's find Ruffing. He was at the back end. Right there he is. Red Ruffing. Bruce Ruffing. D pitcher. It's not going to be too much trouble. A D pitcher. All right, so we got to get rid of the Hubbard is out. So we're going to put the Braves back in their dugout. They're going to go home. They're going to get on the bus and go to the hotel. They're gone. Hey, guy, 87 Phils were 80 and 82. Oh, not too bad. Jerry, how are you, man? Long time no see, talk to, whatever. I haven't been able to stream live for a long time, but now I am live. God bless. All right, so it's going to be Ron Darling, who's actually a C. I was reading up on the Mets. The Mets, I think in '86 won 108 games, but in that big huge drop. Big huge drop. Look at this. Ron Darling is a C pitcher. Big, huge drop. There's a lot of injuries. There's some guys that underperformed. There's a bunch of injuries. And, of course, you miss Gooden for a couple of months with the rehab stint for cocaine use. So it's going to be Darling against Ruffing in the first game against the Phillies at Philadelphia. It's going to be in Philadelphia, so the Mets are leaving Shea Stadium. You're not going to hear Meet the Mets for that series. But that's what it is. That's what the next matchup is going to be. And I'm going to let you guys go. Remember that I'm going to do one more 3-game series with the Phils to give people enough, of a chance to basically catch up and know that I'm doing this giveaway, because I don't know how many more giveaways I have in me after this. If I come up with like a deal somewhere, I get some stuff really super duper cheap, or somebody approaches me and says they want to do a giveaway through me, then I'll do a giveaway. But I don't know if I can do any more giveaways, just because I'm going to start playing and I may need the seasons to replay them. Now, let me tell you what I'm really looking forward to. History Maker Baseball, in a week or two's got the 2019 season coming out. Yes. So I'll be able to play 2019 games now, which is kind of cool, on my tabletop. And I'm excited about playing the Mets. They're on a big win streak. They've won, I think, 6 in a row now, and 12 out of the last 13, or 13 out of the last 14, something like that. So anyway, I'll be able to play with Alonso and McNeil and so forth, and JD Davis and all these guys. That'll be fun. So History Maker Baseball in a week or two is coming out with the 2019 set, the early season set, or the late season set, whatever they want. The pre-2019 set, the one they release in August, mid-August every year. And I always get that. That's really cool. And it doesn't really change that much. The cards change very little from the last 6 weeks. You know, pretty much you're going to know the guys that are home run hitters and the guys that have high averages and all that. It's close enough for me. And so I'm really looking forward to buying that. And that's going to, I know the boss over there told me that he's going to be getting that out second week or third week in August. So that's it. APBA is my favorite, man. APBA, I started out playing APBA when I was 13 years old. 13 years old, I started playing APBA, and I locked myself in my room, and I still haven't come out 50 years later, 40 years later. I'm still locked in my room rolling dice, man. It's the most fun I've ever had in my life, no matter what I've done. I've traveled to many places, done many things, but playing, rolling dice and playing tabletop baseball is tremendously exciting, and I have a great peace and serenity and in my spirit thanks to doing this. So that's about it. Let me see any other comments. Take care, Jerry. Be good, my brother. 35 home runs in 87. Yeah, look at that. Schmidt, man, still hitting home runs in 87. He's crazy. Wow. And I know he retires in a couple of years after that, but he was still hitting home runs till the end. That's cool. All right, guys, I'm going to sign off. My dog's asking for some attention. I don't know what the deal is with him. I don't know if he's hungry or what. I'm going to find out. My son fed him. And remember to Danny. How you doing, Danny? Yeah, well, good game for the Mets. 10-5. Mets win it. Yeah, and that's it. So I'm going to remember to check the games out and answer the questions. And send those questions to combatpainter@yahoo.com so I can get you in the drawing and you have the chance to win the 92 season. The caveat is that you got to put it together. The guy I bought it from, the season's in great shape. I mean, here I have it in front of me right here. Look. I mean, this is not the whole season, obviously. But as you can see, the extra players are in there. You just have to kind of sit there and put them all into teams. The guy was doing some sort of thing. I don't know, but they're in good shape. I mean, they're not damaged. They're not written on. This is a good set. I mean, sets are going for like $90 on eBay. I don't know what the hell's going on. It's ridiculous. But I don't have. It'll cost me more to sit and spend 15 hours putting the teams together, than it is just to buy another team. Okay, and just wait around and find somebody that has one, wants to get rid of it, and just buy it from them. So I'm giving it away, and this is probably my last giveaway for a while. So that's just part of the card, so I can show you guys the condition. They're nice condition. They're not written on. They're good shape. Originals, beautiful stuff. I hate to give it away because 92 is the year I met my wife, and I actually played this the year I met my wife. I played the 92 season with her. In 93, I played the 92 season. I met her in 92, but the following year, I ordered a set of APBA, and we played a couple of games together. So that has, it has a nice nostalgia for me. So I like the 92 season, but I cannot put it together. There's just too many cards. I put a season together. I think it was the 91 season I put together. And it took me literally 2 hours a night for at least 7 or 8 nights. I had to go Baseball Reference or Baseball Almanac for every single player, for every single team, because I could not remember what was what. Maybe you guys have a better memory, and like 92 was really your season, and you can throw those together without even looking. That'd be great for you. But I couldn't do it, so I can't do that, and I won't remember who's who. Maybe I could remember the Yankees, but that's like the only team. Everybody else I wouldn't remember. So anyway, that's all. I'm gonna have to put these cards into sleeves because I've been ready manhandling them a little bit, and they start getting dark and ugly. So I have to put them into sleeves. I play 5 games with them. The next game I'll put them into sleeves. And that's it, guys. All right. So final score: Mets 10. This is game 5. I'm going to play 3 more games. Then I'll do the drawing. The next games are going to be with the Phillies. 3 games with the Phillies. It's going to be Ron Darling, Mr. P. It looks like Mr. P. I don't know why they call him that. Against Ruffing, Bruce Ruffing. Throws lefty, throws righty. And that's it. Take care, guys. Have a great night. And this is CP Cards and Dice signing off.